So, Neil Shepherd, I've mentioned his name about 8 times so far, but he often reports eosinophilic esophagitis as being reflux related. Do you have any comment on that at all? Because he might say that it's better to do the biopsies on a PPI because you remove the reflux related eosinophilia.
No, I don't have any comments on that. I mean, if Neil Shepherd says that, then it's probably true. Will be my comment. John, have you got any comments on that?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is it's the distribution of the change, I think. So there's been lots of ways to try and diagnose eosinophilic esophagitis. From taking biopsies, the upper, middle, and lower, I don't think that's probably required. We now go sort of middle and lower. And I challenged Neil recently to say, could we just take it from the middle of the esophagus? So the lower esophagus then doesn't become involved. And you don't have the issue of the reflux change confounding the pathological diagnosis. But that isn't established or proven yet.
We're just waiting for the narcosis room. I think they should be ready.
Hey, do you hear me now? You there, guys?
We hear you in Cheltenham.
Wow, perfect. Okay, so we've got a patient here in the room who has got a long Barrett's esophagus, I think that's right to say, and who has been previously on clopidogrel, so hasn't had any biopsies. So really this is a referral for a long segment Barrett's to a tertiary center. First time we're seeing it for assessment and biopsies, right? Barrett's. Don't worry, unless you see something, don't worry about trying to characterize an entire Barrett's with narrowband imaging. It's very difficult, or BLI or eye scan. It's very difficult. It as Xander has, I think, demonstrated as you've been watching, it's quite heterogeneous, and it doesn't really help in my opinion as well, even as someone who's doing this a lot, it doesn't really help for the detection of dysplasia, whereas acetic acid really does. So suck the lumen closed, Xander, really suck the lumen closed. You have to close it, yeah. Xander, you're kind of flipping around a bit like all over the place. Let's be very systematic, very slow, and let's really think about looking for loss of acetyl whitening. So let's try and demonstrate that to people if we see it.
So this area is just near squamous?
Yes, exactly. That's very important. That near squamous area, you can see it. It is pale. It is not taking up or having any structure with acetic acid, although it does obviously have a structure. It's not glandular, and therefore it's not taken up by the acetic acid. Do not biopsy zones like that thinking they are loss of acetyl whitening. Come back and give more of an overview, please. Just keep the lumen in the center. Come back slowly. Really show off your great tip control, which I know that you do have. Come back, come back, come back. Okay, keep coming back. This is really good, right? So this is what you should be doing. Come back, come back, come back. Okay, so what do we see? So I would suggest that the one zone, Xander, that show how to biopsy the one zone that we found that showed loss of acetyl whitening, and then we will demonstrate how to do Seattle protocol biopsies here, right? Because this patient has never had dysplasia. So this is Seattle protocol biopsies of a C8M10 Barrett's esophagus with initial focal biopsy of an abnormal zone with loss of acetyl whitening. Maybe it's actually interesting, Xander, just first go and have a look at that, the loss, the zone of loss.
Yeah, but this is just first the orientation that I know where it is.
Very important. So Xander's onto it. He's doing his orientation. He's pulling back, and I'm interested to see what he's going to say about the orientation. Where is 12 o'clock now?
It's at the 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but where is 12 o'clock on this image?
At 12 o'clock?
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Go back. Okay. If I go back to the incisura, which you just showed me, and you show me incisura at 12 and then pull back with incisura at 12, which means that 12 is actually at 9. Okay, come back. Now you rotate, wait, Dana, show the incisura. Yeah, okay, so here's the incisura. Now rotate the incisura to be at 3. Okay, come back. Just expand the stomach a bit so we can see what's going on here. So that's pretty much okay. Now let's come back in that orientation. Probably it needs to be a little bit more rotated anti, but it's not bad. Okay, come back like that. I agree. That's now pretty much clock face, maybe a bit of clockwise. So surprise, surprise, the lesion's in the 4 o'clock now, where it was in the 12 o'clock before. So it's also in the danger zone. Watch out for that because you'll damage. Yeah, okay. So let's take a biopsy here. Open. Yeah, beautiful. Freeze that. Beautiful. Is much easier using acetic acid, and you can see that this structure is that kind of nodular type Barrett's, which is a little bit annoying to image. It's not beautifully arranged, but it's certainly not disordered or irregular. And now just come back over the whole thing. Maybe just take the zoom off a bit. Show